guys, welcome to this episode's how-tos, and today we're just going to do something really simple, and I'm just going to show you how to re-crimp the mono onto your spear. Now this is something a few people have asked us to do, just to show you exactly how we do it. Now there's obviously plenty of ways to do this, but we'll just go through the process of how we do it. So let's get into it. So what we have here is obviously our monofilament that we require. Crimps to fit. Now make sure your crimps are the right size to fit your mono. Spear, gun, and a good set of crimping pliers. We've got a stainless steel set here and a lighter just to help us tidy off the ends of the monofilament. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just take our crimp, take our mono, run our crimp through our monofilament, into our spear. Now depending on which side your line stay is, I usually use the opposite side so the line will run up the same side of the gun. Not compulsory, but certainly makes a nice tidy job out of it. The other thing you want to check too is to make sure that your spear doesn't have any sharp edges on it. Will cut through your monofilament really quickly, so just worth a check, particularly on carbon steel spears where you get a little bit of corrosion, perhaps a little bit of a rough edge. So I've made sure this is nice and smooth where the mono goes through the eyelet on the end of the spear. Run our crimp through, back on itself. Now all I'll do here is just put a little bulb on the end of the monofilament, just to stop it sliding back through the crimp and just make it a little bit easier to get it accurate. Now I've done this gun before, so I know basically where the crimp needs to sit, so it will clear the mechanism. So essentially this is long enough for this gun in particular. Take our crimping pliers. Now as you'll see, there's a number of different size notches on our crimps. I want to make sure of course we use the right size crimp notch for our crimp. Now in this case it's actually written on the crimping pliers. Get in nice and close. One of the most important things is to make sure that you don't actually crimp over the end. Get our crimps nice and square and give them a good squeeze. And as you'll see in this case, I've left probably about 2 millimeters of crimp on the outside of the crimping plier. If you go too close to the end, what you'll find is it'll actually cut into your monofilament. So in this case I've just put 3 crimps in, and as you can see the bulbed end is sitting there nice and tidy, and we're ready to do the other end. So we'll put this into the spear, into this gun to engage the spear. Just run our monofilament up over the line anchor. So I just give it a little bit of a stretch to make sure that we've got all the play out of the mono. Give it a little bend around the top and over our line release and back up to our gun bungee. So take a quick measure, cut off the excess mono. First things, put the crimp on. Through our gun bungee. Now I just use this just to pull it down nice and firm. I like a nice small loop up the top here. Just give it a little bit of a stretch. Slide the mono down. Give just a little bit of stretch in your gun bungee. Nice and firm. And again, as before, make sure we don't crimp right to the end. Get the right notch for the crimping pliers. Come in about 2 millimeters from the end of the crimp, so you don't roll the edge of that crimp over and mark your monofilament. And I just cut it off. Just might use my lighter, unhook the line release, bend this back so we've got plenty of play, and I just put a little bulb in the end of this one as well. And there you have it. Simple process of replacing the monofilament or the shooting line on your spear gun.